Come on, we're looking for 10 YouTubers, 10 YouTubers in total. Hey, Knicks Rehab, AllBall Fabian PerspecTV. Huh? Check the description. You can tag, you can join all of us on every single social network, man. All of them. Oh, there we go with 10. Hey, to the beat, y'all. You don't. Hey, ha, hey, ho, hey, whoa, oh, there's a sneak peek into, oh, whoa. Is he even speaking Spanish? PD, I heard you got the number. Max go ring. Tomorrow I'll play that one. That song is classic. One for PD Crack. Yeah, they told me that yesterday. That's I look like PD Crack, man. They had me crying. Flea was watching. Shout out to Flea, man. He was watching us from the beginning. He was watching us on the replay, and he heard I'm on the phone when he heard that part, and he was in tears. You know, if Flea busts out the big laugh, he's really laughing at you. But it's okay. I don't want to be the butt of the joke. I'm with y'all all day. The Mac go ring. Shout out to Philly, man. He said play that new Eminem number. I don't know if you heard me debut. The new Eminem album. Never. I would never play that. He gotta chill out, man. He didn't come on, man. He didn't age gracefully like Nas and Eminem and Nas and Jay, bro. Come on, man. Even his man, Royce the 5'9". Royce got a hit at the end of his career, man. Facts, Fabian. You definitely remind me of PD. PD Fabian. PD Fabian, you know you got the number. And then Max go ring. Huh? YouTube go ring. Yeah. He said you look like. Check out Corey Lee on Blauren's Tears Network, the 718 boys, me and Bro Boulevard 73. Sundays, 10 a.m. Dope conversations and content. You heard the man. C. Lee. Huh? C. Lee on Blauren's. You never heard that when what's my guy on ESPN back in the day when they had dope dudes doing the highlights? No disrespect to the new guys, man. No disrespect to the new guys. But when Chris Webber used to dunk or pass to the ball, he'd be like, C. Webb dunk. C. Webb shoot. C. Lee on Blauren's Tears Network, the 718 boys. Sundays, 10 a.m. Check him out, man. He always shows love. I always appreciate everyone that's just in the chat. You guys breathe confidence into us. We go through the ups and downs. Just content creating is not just pressing the record button. There's a lot that goes into it. We do our own editing. We do our own pre-production, writing, everything. So, you know, we work overnight. Some of us working at this very moment. Some of us are just we manage to make everything happen, man. Come on, Corey Lee. Salute to Queens. Queens get the money. How you say what you know about that? We all the same age. I see it in the background on YouTube. It shows us our age. We're a similar age group, guys. To each his own, but he still got it. The beat still suck though, but his MC skills unmatched. All right, look, I don't think you could get. It's not. They see debut. It's not his lack of effort. I think he really tries. I think Eminem is really trying, but I don't. That's what I like. I'm not a big guy. I'm not a big Game guy. Like I know Game is he could rap. He's nice, but I don't care. I don't care. You can't tell me he's nicer than Black Thought. You just can't. And I don't even. I'm not picking up a Black Thought album. None of that. When Black Thought was on Funkmaster Flex, he showed you. When it comes to rapping, he talks that talk, man. Game is kind of swaggerless. Eminem is kind of swaggerless. And when he had swagger, he was crazy. And I'm not sure if he was highly medicated at the time, but I don't want to keep talking about that. Because we talking about PD, baby. Setting the tone with that. By the way, if you're on YouTube now, thank you for the concern, guys. If you're on YouTube, they allow you to scrub out the music you were just listening to. So I'm not sure if we could keep going playing music. It takes them usually a while to catch up to the copyright, especially the copyright for the lives, especially for, let's say, UMG, Universal, all these companies that own the records, own the songs. They'll give you what's called a copyright claim so that you don't make money on the video. And they want to make their money on it, and then you don't make any money on it, which sucks because what if I'm doing a great job right now, like just playing Neo, the fake Michael Jackson at the time. He put an ill Michael Jackson impersonation, man. Neo's album was fire. What? I just wonder. What? Do you kidding me? Neo was on fire, and he wrote for people. He wrote for Beyonce. To the left. He's amazing. But back to business. On YouTube, once you're on live or even a regular video, the best thing to do is to post something up unlisted. If you're live, you can even if you're live, you can go unlisted. you use StreamYard or whatever it is, you can go up unlisted. And then from there, it'll do a background check and you'll see what song that is being copyright claimed. And you can choose to scrub out the song, scrub out the whole segment if you don't care for it, or whatever you want. But now they have it, you can delete the background. So if you go back to the video from yesterday, you'll hear like the thing gets kind of muffled because they're taking away like the Eminem song, and then I sound kind of muffled because they did that. So I left it in there because I wanted to get my point across, and I gave the unfiltered version to our members, baby. Share, like, comment, subscribe, and also join our membership, man. I'm over here getting it on and popping. Are we live? 7:45 in the morning.
Never the little one.
Never the little one.
You missed the whole vibe right now. For you kidding me? Qué linda, man. Oh, I started playing that Neo with PD Crack. They were like, the whole comment section right now, you can look at it. Yo, you do look like PD.
You do look like Crack. You do look like P. Just saying.
And YouTube goes ring. Neo is a great songwriter, and PD was a quiz. A whiz with the hooks and melodies. Stay With Me was guaranteed to be a banger. There's so much that once you watch those stories, you learn about those stories. I think if he was signed he had to be signed to Def Jam because Jay-Z was running Def Jam, and then Neo was the next biggest star, and that's Rihanna, Neo, these guys were coming up under Jay-Z. He wanted to make sure. And what's the guy from LaFace? LaFace is this guy that started running Def Jam, and then he left, and then Jay-Z ran it.
L.A. Reid.
L.A. Reid. That's why it's called LaFace. Duh. L.A. Reid, I think he was there for, Rihanna and Chris Brown to oversee it, maybe. And not Chris Brown, Rihanna and Neo. And Neo was writing for everybody, right? Neo was writing for he was a monster. I think these projects like this, the Stay With Me, doesn't work if the other song didn't work, if I'm not mistaken. He had like 2 hits back to back before he had the why do my songs, the love songs on the radio? Crazy. Once that hit, it was over because now they have to open up a bank account. He's all over the place. So then I think that, if I'm not mistaken, that whole run starts because of this song. You're right, Brooklyn Buddha. This song starts a whole wave for Neo, if I'm not mistaken. But that's the industry, baby. YouTube is working us now. Ain't pumping us. How you only got 32 of our members on Knicks Rehab? Only 4 people on Fabian Perspective. How is that possible? Huh? What's going on here, man? What's going on?
Are you done?
I was on fire right now. I can't believe you missed the whole damn question, bro. I'm kind of mad you missed it, bro.
I'm tight.
You'll play that at the beginning. I gotta send you the membership stuff, man. I gotta send you the original version, so you'll be like, "Yo, Fabian is out of his mind." With his no rhythm having ass.
Your last 2 intros have been interesting, to say the least.
I don't know, you trying to play me or what?
They've been interesting. That's it. I'm not playing you at all. Just an observation from the peanut gallery.
Somebody got called a peanut gallery yesterday. What was that? What was I watching? I forgot what was I watching, and they were called a peanut gallery. Him and his peanut gallery over there. That's an old school term. The M hate is here we go. It's blasphemous if you can't appreciate lyrics, wordplay, and the science of rap. Listen, bro. You can't just be throwing words together and that's not only hip hop. Hip hop is also rhythm. You talking about? What we doing out here, debut? Hip hop is rhythm, bro. You gotta be on rhythm. You gotta go for the beat. You gotta make us want to what?
Run 20 years ago. That was it. Let's call a spade, man.
And it's not like he's the only one. There's plenty of rappers who had a 5-year run. Now, there ain't plenty of rappers who had a 5-year Eminem run. His run was crazy. I don't care if he was white, this, that, and third. No. He was on Flea. Eminem proved to me in rap music you could be clutch. When he came out with the My Name Is, and that was the first album. That was I didn't even care for that album like that. It was okay. But the Marshall Mathers LP with all the marbles on the line, and he came out with Stan. I said, what is this? So when crunch time happens, you just come out with genius stuff? Nah, stop playing around, Marshall. All right.
That was
Okay,
fire.
Marshall.
That was fire. After that,
That was insane.
that was fire. After that, miss me with everything else. Sorry.
No. That arms are heavy, knees weak, arms are ready to get it. That was fire. That was fire.
Like
The
I
joints
said,
on the 8 Mile soundtrack.
miss me with everything else. Let's get to it, man. Let's
Yeah,
get
it's
to it,
enough
man.
back-to-back Eminem days, man.
Yeah. It will not be a three-peat. I promise y'all that.
Yeah, no.
I promise y'all that. Do
We bought a
not come
PD
here
class for a
tomorrow.
reason.
Do not come here tomorrow expecting a third day in a row of lyrical breakdowns of Eminem. Not happening tomorrow. Sorry. You got people in the comments talking about Jaguar right now. Like, no, that's not the place to be talking. We're not talking about Jaguar right. Let's get to it.
Yo, man.
Get to it.
Pray for that young lady, guys. You can't tell people are need a little help. No disrespect to that young lady, man. You crazy? Yo, I had a drop. It's not loading up. Bye, I love you. Head on the swivel. Yo, they're not. Oh man, I had a ill. Whatever. Yo, try to play me, StreamYard. It does say that they're having issues in the background. Anyway, you see the thumbnail, man? Huh? Payne Bridge? Huh? I thought that was kind of clever.
Oh man.
Oh, why? Don't fake laugh me, Flea. Did
Dot,
you find it funny or not?
The dot connected himself. The dot connected himself is at it again.
Did you like the Payne Bridge or no?
I thought that was pretty clever.
Clever is a strong word. Clever is a strong word.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty.
Anybody. Ooh,
that's fire. That's fire. That's fire. You missed out on that. That's the one. We got to give Beaming Boy some love because that's the one. That's the one.
We need a group chat for our members because that's ill.
That's it.
I'm over here like, yeah, Payne Bridge. Anyway, I was buying time because I was trying to search the YouTube, the Twitter, something on Shams. The Shams call. Come on, gotta give Shams his props.
Oh, you gotta get my tweet dialed up for the next segment too, because I was the Fleestradamus. You mean?
Got you. Heard you, as Flea would say. Heard you. So let's get into this. Shams reported free agent guard Cam Payne has agreed to a 1-year deal for $3.1 million with the New York Knicks, a source tells The Athletic. Aren't you part of The Athletic, Shams? Yes, you are. He comes back and he reunites with his teammate Mikal Bridges. They were teammates with the Phoenix Suns for that NBA Finals run. They did not win, of course. We all know that. Giannis went bananas, banoodles, whatever you want to call it. But Cam Payne also played on the 76ers last year and drove me crazy because what are you doing coming off the bench as just what? And then hit 3-pointers out of nowhere. Nobody clotheslined him. I was disgusted. Now he's on the other side of Joel Embiid's clotheslines or whatever. But he comes with us, comes to the orange and blue. Big Flea. What did you feel about the Cam Payne signing when you first heard it?
Wasn't super excited. It didn't lift me up off my feet. You know, I didn't stand up and applause, but I did think I did think we filled I did think we filled a necessary role, right? Because we were concerned about overplaying Jalen Brunson, right? We need him out there. We need him fresh, ready to go at all times. But part of that is being able to, garner some minutes on the bench, rest, get your second win, get a quick spell. And so what we've
I thought
done
I thought you were gonna say get your freak on. Get your freak. I was like, yo, freak, what's
yeah, you
going
really
on?
in your bag this morning. You really in your bag this morning. Oh,
Missy Elliott is totally underrated, by the way.
completely,
Sorry.
completely. But yes, I just thought I feel it fills a necessary role. Meaning, now we got another ball handler. Now we got a guy that when in rhythm will hit open shots. Right. I'm not gonna say Cam Payne is a shot maker, but energy off the bench. Somebody that is a professional. Right. I don't think you got to teach this guy how to be a professional. At this point, he's a vet in the league. He's been around the block a few times. He's been in a couple different locker rooms. So, I don't think you got to worry about that guy disrupting locker rooms. You're going to get some of the best pregame and postgame dances that you've ever seen in your life. It's going to be a party because he's going to have routines with everybody. We're going to have some fun. We're going to have some fun. He may bring some fun, some energy to the locker room, lighten things up a little bit. A guy that's been a part of winning, right? He's been in the finals already, so he knows what it takes to get to the quote unquote promised land. So I don't think it's a bad look. There was other guys that I wanted us to go after, like a Malcolm Brogdon, like a Tyus Jones. But if we can
They were interested. They were interested in Tyus Jones. That was reported.
if we can get something like this on a 1-year deal for $3 million just to close a gap, I think that'll kind of replace what Alec Burks brought us off the bench. Again, another capable ball handler. So now the depth chart at guard, Tyco, Cam Payne, Deuce McBride, and not in that order. I'm just saying, I'm talking about capable ball handlers, guys that can give Brunson a spell now. So I don't think it really takes us to another level, but it does fill the necessary need.
I'm very weary of the word professional. His dancing is not professional to me. He's a pretty good dancer. I wish I could dance like him. I'm not gonna lie. But I just find it annoying. I find him and LeBron annoying on the sidelines. Everything is a dance move. Everything, and he's from Philly too, isn't he? For real?
No, he is not.
Where the hell is Cam Payne from?
He is not. He ain't from Philly. Go look that up. But he's not from Philly. That's
I
not a
thought he
Philly.
was from. I thought he was from some tough part of town.
No. not. No. Cameron Payne is not.
Born in Memphis, Tennessee. He has a country accent like that?
He got a little twang to him. Pause.
Little twang is crazy.
Yeah,
Nobody uses that word anymore. Oh, because of Paul. Because you want to use pause all day. Meanwhile, all these words back in the day, we can't even use them. Little twang. Little twang is amazing.
I'm old.
Amazing
I told
word.
you, I'm an old soul, baby. Old soul.
You stuck in between the two. Old school, new school. You fighting it, man. Little twang. Come on, my man. Flea is an old soul. He's right. Little twang.
Old soul.
You sound like you from down south saying little twang. Little twang is amazing. Cam Payne. Yeah, he went to high school in Tennessee also, so he stayed there. He went to Murray State.
Yep. He went to, where did he go? To Lausanne?
But he didn't. Oh, so he went to school to John Moran went there, right?
Murray, yes.
I think we lost Flea. He'll be back.
Yes,
I think John
I'm
Moran went
here.
to Murray or Murray
I'm
State,
here.
whichever one of the two.
Yeah.
I just don't remember. No disrespect, Cam Payne, but the hell were you doing getting locked up in the offseason? The DUI.
Yeah,
What are you celebrating?
He was a bug out this summer. He was a bug out.
So I said, when he's professional, I'm like, yeah, he's kind of professional, sure. I guess. This ain't Dancing with the Stars, B.
Did we lose our super producer?
Yo, StreamYard knocked me the hell out of here, guys.
We must have lost our super producer.
Nah, StreamYard knocked me the hell out of here. Fine. What? I am with the internet. My man said this ain't Dancing with the Stars. That's what I left on. We be collecting these guys for a bigger move. I think so. Did you hear when I was saying how much of a professional is Cam Payne if he got locked up?
Yes. Plenty of professionals have gotten locked up, have made mistakes.
Okay, make mistakes.
I don't think that takes away from his professionalism. I promise you this: if there was cause to pause, it would have been done by Leon Rose and the New York Knicks. We wouldn't have just jumped out there and went and got him. So
that's a great point.
I
Remember that was the off season. Listen, that might have been even a checkmate. That might have been a checkmate. Thank you. You brought La Cosa Rosa into this? Nah, please a slick dude, man. If you haven't noticed that. He moved from New York for that big oil Texas. Huh? Slickster. Let's not forget though, he did campaign got locked up and called himself Terry Johnson. The cops asked him, "What's your name?" He said, "If you want to arrest me for giving you a fake name, congratulations." He might be. That might have been CAA on the prowl helping him out. I'm gonna give CAA credit for telling him what name to say and how to get out of that police station.
He talks about me as a bonchinchero, and this dude is just eating up the bonchinchero. The nerve.
The
bonchinche. Get me right. Get me together. What's in there? What's in there?
That good stuff, man.
Yo, great answer.
Please tell me why the Knicks need another ball handler is in a motion offense. Do we need a guard or a big? I think, to be honest, now that I think about it, everyone got their best friend around the team. The Knicks are like, you gonna take a discount? All right, go come bring your mans over here, right? Like, what if he said, okay, I'll sign for the discount, but let me see, go get my man Cam, and they got him. That's his guy. Like, these guys are at weddings together, all kind of stuff. That's his man. That's his man's, Flea. That's his man's. So if they like, yo, we gonna give you less money, I'm like, word. You know what I do? I want to stick around. I'm gonna stick around. I ain't gonna front. Hold on, I'll go holla at Flea real quick, man. Yo, y'all go sign Flea. I'm gonna see what we could do. And imagine you get the news, bloop. Cam Payne signs with the Knicks. You go, oh, they're not playing.
That's how this thing works.
La Cosa Rosa.
That's how this thing works.
I don't know if we were on that topic for too long. If I was dancing too much with Dancing with the Stars over here, in my PD crack mode, in my chancletas. It's kind of hard to. I can't do my spin move with my chancletas.
It's a nasty spin move.
Nah, you crazy. You gonna make me take them over and go on my socks and go wild.
Going wild in your socks is crazy.
Come on, man. Socks is everyone know you take the shoes off. It's over. It's over.
Going wild in the socks is crazy.
That's old school. Payne, Dudes, Dante Hart, Brunson, Bridges, plus the rookies. Yeah, that's the other elephant in the room, Sherwin. Thanks for bringing that up and getting us serious over here. We love Deuce, but did we answer that already? Is he on the move? Think he's on the move? That's everybody's concern.
I don't know, but I would like to keep some of our draft picks at some point. Like, I would like for us to build something that we've drafted and see what it turns into. Like, so I mean, okay, in reality, maybe we do have to think about now moving on from Deuce or packaging Deuce to find something else. But Jesus Christ, like, stop drafting guys that you don't see, making it to the rookie extension. Like I said, the last guy that we had to make the rookie extension was R.J. Barrett. The guy before that was Charlie Ward. Like, just think about that. We never get our guys to the next, the guys that we draft to the next contract. So, I mean, if we have to move Deuce McBride, okay, but having options at the ball handler's position, I don't think is an awful thing. Yes, we do need a big. Yes, that is a concern. But we saw Jalen Brunson dribble the ball the most times in the NBA this year. The guy who dribbled the ball the most was Jalen Brunson. So if we know that, you don't think the Knicks know that? So, like,
I gotta agree, and I think he's just the backup to the backup to the backup. He wasn't the backup point guard to the Sixers. That was the desperation move. They were trying to hit us with the lucky the lucky soda from the from the crowd. You break the game up. You get a fake timeout. That's old school. You ain't got no more timeouts. You get somebody, hit the whistle. Somebody throws a soda in on the court. You gotta clean it up. Real timeout, right? That was what Cam Payne was. Pure desperation move. Remember when Jason Kidd told a guy to hit me and he dropped the soda off the court? Are you crazy?
Was that his first or second year as a head coach?
I want to say that's his first. I was like, so I didn't know whether to be proud or just like, I wasn't proud. At my deepest, darkest, from my favorite point guard, I was disgusted with him. Bro, you have to resort to this?
Bad moment. Bad moment. Bad moment.
You are awful. But he's been to a championship since, right? But that's what Cam Payne was desperation. He was that Jason Kidd hit me moment with the soda in his hand on the 76ers. I don't expect him to play much. I expect Psycho Tycho to pick it up if he can. We got to see him against the NBA bodies first. You can't just straight Deuce like
Tycho. Okay.
Yeah, everyone else is trying to call him. I don't know what they call him. I'm like, yo, it's Psycho Tycho, bro. Yo, sitting there up there calling Tyler Hansbrough all kind of stuff, and he was trash. Part of the reason I don't watch college ball, Flea, you could thank him. This guy, you want me to watch college ball for him? He broke another record.
I see what happened to you. Somebody tried to get you to watch college ball, and because you weren't highly impressed, you've now gone away from what I see what happened. You got spoiled watching the NBA and thinking that every person is supposed to be good at basketball. I see.
No,
I see what happened.
I felt like when they said Danny Manning was nice, I'm like, what? And I'm not saying he went to Kansas, right?
We didn't ask you where he went. How did he look in college? That's what we're asking.
But before we get there, you answer my question, brother. What you doing? Kansas, correct?
I'm speeding, right? Yes, Kansas, coached by Larry Brown.
How the hell do I know that? Because that's how big of a deal that was. It was a big deal, number one pick. But when I see him in the league, I'm like, he was the number one pick? Who's in his draft? Joe Smith?
No,
come on, man. They were killing in college.
Joe Smith was not in his draft. Joe Smith.
No. I'm saying Joe Smith was a number one draft pick.
Yes, was a number
That's all.
Draft pick. Yes.
So in the 90s, this Christian Laettner, these are the guys you hyping up. So when they come to the league, I'm like, there's a big divide with them. But
Fabian,
I'm just saying, they might kill in college.
That goes on today. That goes on today.
Of course. I was a young chump.
Yeah, that's some chump. That's a chump. That's a chump right there.
Because I didn't appreciate the game. Like, college is different, bro. I want to promote that to everybody. I would hate to not all that one and done business. Nah, go get your education, bro. Especially with the NIL, you're gonna get paid and get the education. Yo, look at Jaylen Brown pulling up with these, huh?
We got something cooking. We got something cooking for y'all with this college basketball thing. We got something in the works for y'all. I don't know if my brother has formally mentioned it.
Hold on, not yet. But let's start off with this. We got to go in the chat, right? What do you feel is the most proper question. Who's the biggest bust in draft history? Should that be the first college question we ever ask on here? Don't do it.
I mean, there's a lot of guys. There's a lot of guys in recent memory. A ton of guys.
In recent memory, more so than back in the day. Oh, it has to be way more now.
No, I'm just saying for in recent. Okay, let me reword that. You're right. My memory serves me right now. I could think of a few off the top of my head right now that were absolute bust.
Let's do it.
Go on and put it out there.
How should I ask it? Who's the biggest bust in draft history?
Yeah, that's simple. We ain't got to complicate this thing. Yeah.
Because I want to know who is the most overhyped college athlete ever. That's what I want to talk about. Because the bust is kind of like no.
Yeah, the bus might be subjective.
Yeah, throw me under the bus. Throw my people under the bus when we held Felipe down. Matt, he is definitely the most overhyped at college. That's another guy.
He was hyped out of high school. When he got to St. John's, we knew what time it was by then.
Yes, but he's another guy. This is the 90s. I'm growing up going, I watched the St. John's game like, no, what is this? Unimpressed. Why would you tell me he's nice? So now I have to rely on us, word of mouth, like, yeah, he's not nice. They hyping him up. Maybe people were being nice to me, but back then they didn't say your people, your people hyped him up. Who was the most overhyped college player of all time? We'll say Felipe Lopez is number 1 draft pick. Felipe Lopez. Felipe.
They said Felipe was 21 in high school. That's funny.
He definitely was. That's funny. I'm gonna tell you right now. He probably was 25. Who else do we got? Most like Christian Laettner.
Why is he overhyped? He was great in college. Like what? Explain to me overhyped.
Meaning you should know better than to tell me about it. On the dream team. No, you don't deserve them accolades. Get out of here, bro. We talking about the pros. Now you playing alongside pros. I know they needed one college guy, whatever. Go get Shaq. It's a projection on who you think what you're gonna look like, and you keep telling me this guy. Oh, look at you! What he broke a record. Blah, blah, blah. That is really the minor league system of the NBA. Let's keep it 1,000. That's the minor league system for the NBA. And they came out with that guy in the mid-90s. Then they had another Cherokee Parks, another fake Christian Laettner. Who you think you fooling, Flea? They were trying me.
Cherokee Parks, was a good college player. These were good college players.
I think he made the Final Four with Grant Hill. Yeah, he was good. After Christian Laettner. Cool.
He said Cherokee Parks.
Who else we got? Hold on. We got the comments on fire. Hold on. Felipe was 21 high. That's what you saw.
That was funny.
Brandon Knight?
Brandon Knight wasn't overhyped.
Don't get Ed O'Bannon? O'Bannon brothers was tough, man.
I ain't saying nothing about Ed, but Ed, I mean, that's what I'm trying to understand. What does overhype mean? Are we talking about guys that were projected to be really good in the NBA, or just guys that were just got a lot of hype in college and may have not been able to translate it to the NBA? Like, those two things
that's what it is. That's what it is.
Are very different.
Tyler Hansborough. Here we go. Tyler Hansborough.
Yeah, like I mean, those guys could be considered overhyped only because there was a lot of attention around them in college, and they didn't have the same impact in the NBA. But
Jimmy Fredette. My fault. Jimmy Fredette is top 5. You right, Ms. Zach. Jimmy Fredette, definitely. and he tried to make it to the league. I just seen him on Ryan Russillo's show. Shout out to Jimmy Fredette.
But that's what I'm
Check out
saying.
Sacramento,
That's
right?
what I'm saying. These guys weren't overhyped. These guys were really good college players. These guys were really, really good college players. You guys wasn't
okay.
chumps.
I got you. I got you. I'm not saying they're chumps, but I got you with this. That's why Brandon Jennings was going crazy the other day on Gilbert Arenas. Hold on a second. Don't bring him to the fire if he's not ready. NCAA, stop promoting these people acting like they're going to be this level on the pros. You know better than that. You know Tyler Hansbrough should be in the first round.
That's not the end. But see, that's the thing. That's not the NCAA that is overhyping these kids. These are scouts. These are guys that work in NBA offices that are overhyping these kids, and then they get into the NBA and don't pan out to what we expect them to be. This ain't got shit to do with college. These NBA scouts, they see these guys, and then they start projecting because we go straight off of potential in college most of the time, and not like actually what this person is going to be. Very seldom do you find the guy that, okay, he was pretty good in college, and then his actual skill set translates. That happens very few. So the NCAA wasn't overhyping these guys. They were great in college. These NBA scouts who we supposed to trust come in and say, yeah, Tyler Hansbrough is going to have a long NBA career. And unfortunately, he may not. Like,
why would he say that?
Like, even the guys that they mention it, right? These guys were great in college, and then, it's hard to find a role in the NBA. Kaminsky was good in college. Thomas Robinson, good at Kansas. Good pros? I don't know.
Beaming boy, have a good day, my brother. I mean, I think you're right at the end of the day, but it's something about it where, as a kid, I'm watching, I'm hearing it's like an album promotion. That's all.
I got
and it's
it.
like,
I got
what's
it.
all this
And I
hype
think
about?
I
And then
agree
you
with
see
you.
him, and it has to be a level of community where we go, yo, nah. Like it's happening with Bronny now, right? Like he's entered the hype portal, and that hype, once you enter that hype portal, is like, well, like it or not, here's the $8 million payout. This is what you signed up for. We get to call you a bust.
I can't wait to see what happens if this kid carves a lane out into the NBA, because nobody's gonna walk back what they said. There's too much pride in NBA. There's too much pride in basketball talk now. There's too much pride in sports media talk now. Nobody's going to walk back if the kid is actually good, if he actually figures it out and actually carves out a lane for himself. Y'all not going to do it. Your ego is attached to basketball talk now. So mother lovers ain't going to do it. Go ahead and dance. Go ahead and connect.
There's no dancing.
Okay, connect this.
I'm wondering if Alonzo Ball kind of went through similar. Because when he struggled, I did not expect him to come to the league and be like a defensive dude like that. He turned out to be a tough player defensively. He was ill. And I didn't expect that. I thought he was kind of like, all right, you're going to score 10 points a game? What's this? But then you started watching him and he went to the Pelicans and he really got to turn up because, the Lakers are a hot mess. And then that's the problem, Flea. He shouldn't be on the Lakers.
Then you saw the effect that he had with the Bulls when he got hurt. When he got hurt, it was like they were a different team after that. Completely different team.
But Flea, a part of the problem also may be, once again, I don't care if Braun is going to work out to be in the NBA. No, you're still not. You still have to go through this path that all the other guys did because there's no hype with it. You earn this position of while you're figuring out your NBA strengths. Okay, you get to go to the G League, you get to bounce around the world or whatever it is, whatever your path is. It's way different now with the LeBron and the Lakers hype. So I think that's what LeBron is like, yo, we got to give him a guaranteed 8 because he's going to go through a lot. He's going to go through a lot going through this. I know what this means. I was 15 years old, famous as hell. I know what this is. So Patrick Beverly, all these guys will eventually figured it out.
See, I like what Knicks 100 GM. Is that my nigga?
That's my nigga. Oh, Colas
He's
Williamson,
he's
baby
naming a lot of
Barkley.
guys, but all of these guys were good were good college players, and carved out a lane in the NBA. Like I don't understand. And I'm getting all hyped because I like college basketball, and
No. I think you got this confused. I gotta cut you off. I think my nigga he's mentioning all these guys that he likes. Cause he checked me out earlier. He said, "Yo, Christian Laettner was busting Shaq's ass in the league." Cause remember they got LSU Duke beef in college. Yeah. So he's on your side. But my nigga is
okay.
not.
I'm trying to understand. Yeah, these guys was good pros. I mean, good college players and decent pros. Maybe not Track the Trailer, but
Track the Trailer went to Michigan. Did you go silent on me on purpose? Am I going silent again? Am I in the Matrix? Tractor Trailer. Tractor Trailer went to. He's from Detroit, Michigan. Oh, God bless the dead. He passed away at 34. Damn, that's when it happened.
Yeah, Tractor gone.
Yeah, he went to Michigan. Let's go. You kidding me? How do I know this? Got drafted by Milwaukee, if I'm not mistaken. Did he get traded for Dirk or no?
He did get traded for Dirk.
He got drafted by the Mavericks. Come on, man. Flea, come on, man. I'm right there. Surprise, surprise, bitch. Crazy. Hold on. We got to flee for a little bit, so I got to listen, man. At midday, this guy, this character. You know, you're from New York. You should call somebody a character. Hilarious. First of all, God bless Flea and his family out there in Houston. God bless everybody out there in Houston going through it with this hurricane in Texas, in Jamaica, the Caribbean, all over the place, man. We take for granted about this electricity. I've been in DR. The lights used to go out every day. So imagine when they suddenly, boom, go out on you like that.
I appreciate that.
I'm joking around about it, but I didn't know Flea was okay until I seen the tweet. In all seriousness, and that when you speak to somebody all the time, and you don't get the what? Oh man, that's when you got you family, man.
I appreciate you, brother, for real. Thank you, man.
Nah, of course.
It was a rough week last week, but we got through it. Got through it. So
now we know Flea is okay. This is, by the way, y'all. I didn't get a text. I didn't get a call. None of that. This is how I knew Flea was okay. He tweets out, "This is a really bad watch." Shaking my head. Paul Pierce and Keyshawn Johnson are on national TV, and I have no clue what they're talking about. Skip Bayless, this is bad, even for you, Mr. Flea Roy Adams. When we come on, hold on, let's pull this up. Are you kidding me? Oh, we can't show that picture. What we doing? We gonna get Charles over here on Instagram. Wait, let me tap on this real quick.
You dirty mother lover.
Yo, your man said, "See, first of all,
I know these so-called players wouldn't tell you this."
That song was crazy, by the way.
Insane. That
song broke records.
Insane. So that was yesterday morning. That tweet was yesterday morning in real time. I happened to be working from home. I popped on Undisputed and I said, "Let me spin it." And I wasn't pleased. I wasn't pleased with what I was seeing or what I was hearing. Robert Paulson is crazy.
So we all heard the news. Skip Bayless is leaving FS1. His last show will be later this summer, but they're saying he's leaving. Like, leaving is that's a tricky word, man. That's a tricky word, y'all. Leaving, you just leaving. You've been getting your ass whooped since Shannon Sharp has been last.
Yeah, he's been getting his ass bust.
Also,
he's been getting spanked.
Flea,
And
there's a hot rumor on the presses. I don't know if you heard.
I think he's getting tired of getting spanked. Talk to me about the rumor.
Apparently, Skip Bayless is reportedly leaving Undisputed to replace JJ Redick on LeBron's Mind the Game podcast. Yo, the internet's so stupid, bro.
Yo, that is funny as hell. That is funny as hell.
Let's talk about it though, because we always talk about Skip Bayless. We always talk about Shannon Sharp. They make a lot of things happen on YouTube for y'all that be talking all this talk. That everybody, I hate Skip Bayless. That's what got them going. First Take only got going because Skip Bayless would pay attention to what was going on Twitter and what would spike up, and then he would just talk about it. And of course, when the ratings would spike up after what's that called? First Things First, First and 10 or whatever it was, and Cold Pizza, and then it turned to First Take. And they would watch the metrics every time Skip got on. Oh, they like what he's on. So he started this game. He changed the game. He went, insinuated Troy Aikman was a homosexual back in the 90s. Skip Bayless has been the Skip Bayless forever. He ain't changed.
This ain't nothing new.
Fast forward to his media career or TV media career. He sets First Take ablaze, brings Stephen A. Smith up there, doubles down with their nonsense. And then he eventually leaves First Take after they're bringing him to new highs, starts FS1, brings on Shannon Sharp aboard, and they set a new ablaze. Shannon Sharp leaves him after putting his glasses back on.
Put your glasses back on.
And now he's on First Take. He's on ESPN, Shannon Sharp, that is. And ever since he left, it has been a disaster, a natural disaster out there on FS1. Skip Bayless looks bad out there. What do you think about the news, and what thoughts come to mind with Skip Bayless in this thing?
Feel like he's kind of waving the white flag, man. This is waving the white flag. You've been getting your ass bust for the last 6 months, right? You have not achieved the same success that you had with Stephen A. Smith, that you had with Shannon Sharp, and now you thought that you could put together some kind of dream team, and your ego is in the way because you think you can moderate your own show. Like, everything is just a joke to me up there. Like, he pranced around Michael Irvin, Richard Sherman, and Keyshawn Johnson and thought that he struck gold again.
Right.
And
right.
I mean, he hit the first 2 fastballs out the park. This time they got the fastball by him and he struck out. And now he's looking like he can't even make contact. He can't even get on base. So I think it's time. I think his spiel is up. No surprise that we may be going into last season of LeBron James, and this might be the last that we hear Skip Bayless as well. There's no surprise there. So I think everything is lining up the way it should line up. I don't think you're gonna see him anywhere else. He may become this like Dan Patrick, Rich Eisen type, where he just makes his own show and just goes off and kind of does his own thing. Which I'm not comparing Rich Eisen and Dan Patrick. I love those guys.
Legends.
So, I think it's time. The ass kicking was starting to become egregious. It was just becoming like, no mas. Who was that? Roberto Duran? Like, it's enough. It's enough now. Go on home to Ernestine.
I think he's like an old magician that you're waiting for that trick, and it's just dust coming out the hat at this point. He looks crazy. And I've been waiting, like, because he seems competitive. The fact that his wife's name is Ernestine, I know I would have forgotten it, but the fact that you mentioned it, I'm not gonna act like I didn't know. He was a staple for that long. I love the meme that LeBron outlasted Skip Bayless' career and the Golden State Warriors dynasty. I love that meme. That was hilarious.
Love that.
But I think he did help create this era where people want to act like you can't say what you want to say. I understand he took it too far, and a lot of people are, Dan Le Batard, you go too far, bro. Skip Bayless to put them lights on. There was no show at ESPN. There was no nothing. What are you talking about? That was the slam dunk. That was like and one. No, we're not playing by the rules. We just gonna come out here and make a billion for y'all and pay your salary. And that was the dynamic. That's the part that I love. Like, hold on. It's kind of like fast food. Like, all right, you can talk all that all you want to, Dan Le Batard, but you up there. And the only reason why I know who you are really right now is because ESPN gave you that wave. And you farmed First Take's audience. You and Poppy and Bomani Jones. Stop playing
Big
around.
Poppy.
Yeah, man. Like, I think certain things people go too far.
Nah, RP crazy. RP crazy.
Wait, what did he say? Rocas?
He said, Flea, do a duet with Skip on the album. Can I suggest Ebony and Ivory?
He's looking for some money, man. And thank you for bringing up Mason Cam, Knicks 100, because I thought that was going to be his rabbit out the hat. Him, what's the other guy? They trash. The Cowboys fan. I forgot his name.
He tried to have him
Bubba Dub. You're right. Doesn't work.
Yeah,
I thought they didn't have the country segment. They should. He was supposed to figure that out. Bringing Lil Wayne up there every Friday. Like, what did May say about Jay Prince yesterday? It's usually the old guys that don't realize what happened. They realize what happens last. Yep. You don't know Lil Wayne ain't hot no more, Skip? You're supposed to ask Lil Wayne to go get Drake or something like that, or go, not today, but somebody younger. But Cam and Mace, I thought that was gonna be Skip's rabbit out the hat because Cam is cool with Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A's a politician. He went to their show. He knew they were on fire. He made sure to link up with them. I see everything, Stephen A. I know exactly what you're doing. Now it's hard for Cam to go on Skip's show. You saw Dion, ESPN. They didn't like that he was going up to Skip Bayless and he gave him a hug. But Dion kept it real. Yo, Skip, I don't care what they say. You stay giving the brother a job. Stop playing with Dion. Stop playing. He knew at the end of the day, I could hold this guy's gonna hold me down. He has a spot here and he's gonna hold us down. Say whatever you want to say. People love to say he used black people to elevate himself. Who the hell else is he gonna talk to? You want to see Skip Bayless talk to another white man? Oh, no, are you kidding me?
No thanks. No thanks.
Right. Will Bond and Tony Kornheiser, same deal. A part of it was that was a bit of the dynamic, but also the dynamic was chemistry. There still is nothing like Stephen A. Smith and Skip Bayless. That was PTI on steroids, right? I'm not saying that it was all good. I'm saying it was straight home runs. And when they missed, it was strikeout season. But when they hit, it was hilarious.
It was new and fresh, and at one point they couldn't miss.
You think so?
I thought for a stretch they could not miss. Everything they touched, everything they had on, every person they decided to have on, every topic they tackled, their chemistry. Yeah, I didn't think that they missed much. Not saying that they didn't miss. I didn't think they missed much. But
our pause is just funny, bro. Yeah, I understand what you're saying. I just felt like they didn't know what was going on. Stephen A. being fired early on. Skip is the guy who brought him back. That's why, again, I think Stephen A. snaked him. I really believe 1,000% when he told Shannon, put your glasses back on. And Stephen A. called him. He said, oh, I didn't know what's going on, but I did give him a call to make sure he was all right. Shut up, Stephen A. Smith. How you going to snake your man like that? But it is what it is. It's big business.
How was that snaking your man?
Because he's under contract and he knows they're a rivalry. He wants to eliminate Skip Bayless in any sort of competition. That's what it was. Or you want to leave me and think you could topple me? Nah, you ain't gonna have no rising stars and Shannon Sharp and possibly get me
But
out of here.
he left him with something in his hands, and he's been able to continue to grow that brand. Like he left you a gold mine.
Oh, Skip left Stephen A a gold mine.
Yeah.
Yes, but Stephen A it's not enough. It's not enough, bro. He's you see the great billionaires do it. It's not enough. I want more. I want more. So he's sitting there going, remember, my job is to make sure my boss makes money. What better way to ensure my boss makes money than to eliminate the competition? Nope, let me get that. He's a star. Imagine him over here. He planted those seeds.
I cringe every time I hear him say that.
But
my job is to make my boss some money so I can get a little bit of it.
I don't think he knows how to really
find a way. You articulate yourself with everything else. Find a way to articulate yourself with that. It's nasty. I don't like the way he says it.
But he articulates himself. No, he articulates himself nasty all around. When does he rarely is like, oh wow, Stephen A. Smith profound. It might be once every 6 months. Like, let's keep it real.
But, I mean, I agree. I'm never moved by anything that he says.
Except like what was the last time when he said Kawhi Leonard is the worst superstar of all time? Like that's so far fetched. You go, wait, what are you talking about? But then now you start thinking about it. I had to walk it back. Like, you know what, Stephen A., you may have been right. And that was the candy and the medicine or whatever it is. It's not really medicine. It's too much candy with them because, whoa, if I was a 41, I would have paused that. It's too much candy because Skip Bayless did a lot of that. The LeBron thing, the Tebow thing. It was a lot of just like, what are you talking about, bro? Tim Tebow has zero. Another overhyped college athlete who immediately you saw, what? And the difference between the NFL and the NBA, the NFL didn't play no games. No, the hell, he's not a starting quarterback. The hell are you people talking about? But you got to go draft that kid somewhere else. They ain't playing with you. And they do have a lot of busts in the NFL, don't get me wrong. But even with Tebow, who's beloved in the South and everything, Skip Bayless took advantage of that. And he knew. And then, of course, the LeBron thing at the height of the next big star since Jordan. Just stardom we're talking about, pure stardom. He knew what he was doing. I'm going to criticize him every game. You're really a LeBron fan. And he's going crazy. He's scared to shoot with his left hand. He's scared to go to the I'm not gonna lie, I didn't know that till he said it. He's scared to go to the free throw line. That's why he don't want to go to the layup to the basket and get fouled. And I was like, what you mean by that? Then when I thought about it, I'm like, oh, okay, that does make sense. But when Mark Cuban went up there, was that the beginning of the end? When Mark Cuban spanked him?
No, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense because
you don't think so?
It's chronicled. No, you can go back and watch game winners from LeBron's career, starting from his rookie season all the way up until he won an MVP, till he won his first. So it took him about 6 or 7 seasons before he got his first MVP. He was phenomenal, finishing games. Like, it's such a myth. We got to stop that shit. Go back. I'm not going to argue with you. Go back and look.
I'm just saying, no, we can't. Yeah, we can't argue because I was watching his games and I knew what I was watching. I saw when he went from 48 special to the San Antonio, threw a zone at him, and he was a deer in the headlights. It was a different guy. He shot, his field goal percentage was insane, and it was big moments.
NBA Finals, his first NBA Finals. Yeah, okay.
Right, but it wasn't just the NBA Finals. It was other moments where there was a big spotlight and he just wasn't. And I'm not trying to make it about he's super correct because at the time I'm saying, I still would take him before everybody else. That's his flaw. Cool. Go find somebody else that'll take the shot or whatever it is. That's a different skill set. So Skip Bayless's problem is that he took that, whatever you want to agree or disagree the flaw is, but he took that flaw and made it seem like, no, I'm never going to take him. He's no Jordan. It was like, he doesn't have to be Jordan. Right. That was my thing. I saw right through his BS.
He does not have to be Jordan. That was the other, that's the other thing. Since when did he have to be Jordan? Now that that creates a debate that allows everybody. Like, quiet.
So, and that was the remedy to him, his recipe. I'm gonna say something that's gonna get everybody polarized, and it wasn't just us. Like we were seeing the one other thing that's overlooked, we were seeing in real time how much people disliked each other at ESPN. Because back in the day, all you did was hear about it through articles and stuff. But in real time, people like Ryan Russillo, Bill Simmons, they really didn't like Skip Bayless and them. They laughed at them. They thought that they were like the bottom of the barrel. And again, I thought it was hypocritical because, like, yo, Bill, all right, cool, you got the ring and everything, you the man. But you know you got to sit down with Skip and them. You know your boss Skipper or whatever, whoever it is at the time is telling you, like, yeah, okay, that's cool, Bill, but you ain't gonna let him go no damn Skip Bayless. Not happening. Better go figure this out. And he never was on first take like that. Only one time we tried to play Stephen A. Smith, and Stephen A. Smith was like, I got the top 5 most I got the top 5 most covered article of all time or story of all time with a decision. And Bill was like, hell no. He's like, easily top 5. Yo, Stephen A. is hilarious. That show was hilarious, man. So I ain't gonna stay on that for too much longer. The Skip, I don't know if we wish him bid him adieu. I don't know if we want to do that because I really, in my heart, never cared for him. Ever. That's the other thing. Too many of my friends, people, coworkers, were like arguing with me as if they're talking to Skip Bayless. I'm like, bro, I don't watch that show. I really read the newspaper. I know I do that. I know I look at some highlights. I know I try to go back at some game film and get my point of view. The hell you told me about Skip Bayless? No, but Skip said, damn, he's on fire like that? That dude ain't gonna be no barometer to my opinion. You crazy? But we will get some views off you on YouTube, Skip. Salute.
Skip said, get the hell out
Crazy.
of Skip
Crazy.
said. I don't think I've ever said those words in my entire life. Well, Skip said. What? What? Skip said. I've never, Jesus, man. That's, yeah.
Real quick. Have you heard AllBall's takes? That's what probably.
Yo, not too much of my OG. That was crazy.
Yo, that's yo, man. Damn the Rebels. A lot of comments in here. Damn the Rebel, you take them out, everything falls. Either way. I'll get to the comments afterwards because Flea, Flea's AI Flea is in the mix, and we don't know how long we have him for before he gets into the Matrix. There is, to me, this is like the biggest news because Flea knows me and he knows like all this other stuff is cool, but after giving our guy his props, James Bane Dolan comes out and kicks the door down. No fire suit, no nothing. He said, you think 45 could survive them things? Watch this. AMBA, I had enough of y'all. He hates the CBA deal. He hates it. Shout out to Charlotte from Let's Talk Knicks. She broke down a couple things with James Dolan's article with Woj that just came out where he's totally going crazy on. I'm gonna mute you for a second, please. Where he's totally going crazy on the CBA deal, Adam Silver, how he believes the NBA is turning into the NFL. He said they built this on the backs of Jerry Buss. That's what he said. Hold on, let me get to the original quote. The new meter goes a long way. Due to revenue pooling. Nah, get out of here, Woj. Where was the original one? There we go. This is the original one I saw. I was like, wait, what? Story's coming soon. Woj is the king of bochincheros. Is Woj.
Bochinchero!
He is, and no, he's even worse. He is King Chismoso. El Rey del Chisme is Woj. Are you kidding me? In a letter to the board of governors obtained by ESPN, Knicks owner James Dolan levels continued criticism on league's revenue sharing policies as part of a $74.6 billion media rights deal. The media has made the move to an NFL model. We are well on our way to becoming a one-size-fits-all, characterless organization. Just remember, we did this on the backs of owners like Jerry Buss. Story soon. AKA I got the tea. AKA El Rey del Chisme. Woj. And he stomps on Shams every time he thinks he's El Rey. No, you are not El Rey. Shout out to Charlotte from Let's Talk Knicks. She breaks down what exactly he was saying.
El Rey is the king, right?
Yeah.
I know my stuff.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Chismoso.
Yo. You tell that to a girl, and she be like, it's gonna be a special night. I know that much. So Charlotte from Let's Talk Knicks, she breaks it down. If you are confused in the new Woj ESPN article, why Dolan is upset. Successful teams are being forced to share their money with non-successful teams due to a new deal. That's number one. Number two, denouncing an 8% office cut of the $74.6 billion media day and makes regional sports networks as unviable, aka MSG networks. Number three, Dolan says the league is going to say that it doesn't matter because the franchise value is going up, and eventually, when you sell, you will make more money. Number four, the NBA is spreading local media rights and sponsorships from high-earning teams to smaller market teams. And to me, number 2, 3, and 4 are the reasons why he did all this. Ain't no other reason for James Dolan to come out of hibernation and just talk to us about the media rights deal. And don't get it twisted. He's always popped out the woodworks and was against this thing. He always did that. You know, he's been consistent with that. The number one thing that stood out, though, was on the backs of owners like Jerry Buss. Isn't that why Michael Jordan started sonning Jerry Krause? You know, I always feel like the organization wins championships, of course. But that organization includes the players. The players. You are nothing without them. Nothing. Zero. So just to say on the backs of Jerry Buss, I get it, because Jerry Buss is probably the most successful owner in the last 40 years in basketball and in sports, really, in American sports, right? Jerry Buss changed the game. I said yesterday, man, I didn't say it on live. The Lakers, they are the premier brand of the NBA, right? They're the high-class brand of the NBA, the Mercedes-Benz, right? But they're the Mercedes-Benz with a couple of chicks twerking in the passenger seat and in the back seat, bro. Because
Dusties too, not fly, just Dusties twerking.
Well, they dress it up nice, because think about the 1980s, bro. He had a club inside the same stadium that he played ball in.
Legendary, the Forum Club. Legendary.
See, legendary. Your man was mad raw. That could not happen today. Your man was out here with a mink coat, just
everything was raw. The coochie, the coke, everything was raw in the Forum. It was crazy in the Forum. the coke, and the coochie, nothing but raw in there, boy.
You better be a high for him. Your man was out here scouting in the crowd, looking for new cheerleaders. The cheerleader tryouts was in the club. I'm making that up, but it sounds true. So I say that to say, when James Dolan says that, there was a lot. Like, that's why I think when Kim Kardashian came out and started blowing up, I was like, yo, I know you done been with everybody, shorty. How you coming out here like this? Like, just classy? Wow. Salute to you. $1 billion. Want to come out here just, yep, nothing ever happened. Wow. And it's just like the Lakers, if we're being real. And we see it now, reality TV show. That's what, and of course, Come on, Magic, Kareem, Shaq, Kobe, Anthony Davis, LeBron for a bubble. The Knicks, James Dolan is more pissed off at the fact that the Lakers, they have a big deal in place with that regional sports network. I'm not sure if it's Fox. And the Dodgers, the big reason why the Dodgers in baseball are that big of a deal is because of that cable network deal they have. Hundreds of millions of dollars. Hundreds of millions of dollars. And again, don't think for a second that Dolan and Leon Rose aren't buddy-buddy because Leon Rose was CAA. And we keep saying CAA, and we think about sports, a sports agency. CAA is the biggest Hollywood agency now at this point. They got bought out by the billionaire or whoever owns Puma, right? So you don't think James Dolan has the sphere over there in Las Vegas, and he don't got to connect right now with CAA that could give him all just a better word for his sphere? All that's his West Coast project. He got an East Coast project in the Garden. They're remaking that. You don't think he wants his clients to come in the off season and have their concerts at the Garden and make sure everything is cool de la? A part of that product is the Knicks. He don't want to keep losing money. They said the NBA made $15 million last year, $15 million off of the NBA rights and all that, the TV rights. They're about to make over $300 million in a new deal, and he wants to know why. He wants to know why. You can't have dynasties anymore. Why? Because then that's how you overinflate the Golden State Warriors. You get Steph Curry, Chicago Bulls. All of a sudden, they jump up and become the most valuable franchise. And Dolan sees, like, hold on. Now, if you think about it, that's the master plan. Like, let them take less bread, bro. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, no, because you got to pay to play, right? Like Joe Lacob and those guys out in Golden State. Most times they were dipping into the luxury tax to be able to keep things, together for all of those years. So, at some point, the balloon pops and you just can't do it anymore. Mike said, "Nah, no more discounts, bro. I need my money, and I'm gonna take this $30 million in 1 year. I'm Michael Jordan, So, I heard Steph Curry say that, and I don't know if he was referring to the business side of it, but it may be very true. That whole dynasty thing may be coming to an end for now."
Steph said that?
Steph did say that.
And then that's what we said. He's going to take his $70 million and go, y'all do what y'all want to do.
Right.
You're the most valuable friend. Remember, you could get loans, all kind of stuff when you're worth that much money. And to your great point about Michael Jordan, he was on a low level deal for so long. Once he was doing the one and done deals before LeBron. At least LeBron had a +1, gave you some hope. Mike was like, yo, hold on, let me put you on the string real quick. Yo, I might go to the Knicks, man. Yo, hold on, Mike was kind of nasty too.
96. There was a real option of Mike becoming a Knick. Obviously didn't happen, but
right. So all these things matter though, because if you're the Knicks, and look, remember the Celtics are selling the team now, so they're trying to sell at a high, and now it makes a lot more sense why the Celtics are trying to sell if the owners are talking about this. And Dolan is very vocal, but I don't hear anybody agreeing with him. I haven't heard all the owners come out and say anything, but they got to be quiet about it. It seems like Ballmer doesn't care. He don't care about the Clippers. Maybe he does, maybe he doesn't. But they own the new forum, as a matter of fact, right? Speaking of the forum, or
they do,
or the foursome, as Robert Paulson said they call it. So, Dolan being vocal about this, and the Knicks taking all these deals that work for them. Again, like I said the other day, in my opinion, maybe the equity with the Knicks is not the long-term thing for Leon Rose as well, because if they're going to be worth not that much, they're going to have to find a way to gain equity somewhere. And it might be with the Sphere. It might be with the MSG network. And that's his thing about losing leverage with the MSG network. He knows that's another reason why we kind of hated James Dolan, y'all. Let's not forget that. All them MSG blackouts. Bro, it's not my fault you got beef with Tom Warner. What you doing taking the Knicks game off? He would take Knicks games off TV and we would be pissed at him because he has a monopoly on it, on the MSG channel. So if you were on Optimum, you were cool. But if you were on Time Warner, Verizon, not happening. So
I do remember that. That was happening. That was happening before I even moved out here to Houston. I remember that. Like
that always happened.
Yep.
He knows it's just like the Yankees with baseball. The Yes Network they own. And speaking of which, the Yankees and the Knicks have agreed to make some sort of channel together, some streaming app together. I forgot about that. Hold on a second. I did a short on that, but that was big time because the Knicks and Yankees were involved in a lawsuit in the late 90s. So the fact that 25 years later, they even sit down and talk about having some streaming app together, that's the reason why the Yankees and Knicks really aren't tight as they should be, because Charles Dolan was there and they went through some beef. I think because of the MSG network and stuff like that. So for me in New York, you know, I grew up a Nets fan, but I know for a fact everybody's a Giants, Yankees, and Knicks fan. That's the triangle for all the you know. And everybody else thinks if you're a Mets fan, you're a Jets fan. They put the loser guys together. But I like the Jets, but I like the Giants more because come on, Lawrence Taylor. But I digress. They had a real beef.
Another Coke reference.
Which one? Oh. Why would you say it like that? He said another Coke reference. What a jerk. So they seem to be on the roll. Here you go. Come on, man. Remember where you heard it first. You kidding me? We on fire out here. Doing big things. The hell happened? That was disrespectful. I didn't. Well, it came to an end with this 50-50 venture deal called Gotham. Game. The Knicks and Yankees had beef. Pause. I didn't. Well, it came to an end with this 50-50 venture deal called Gotham. Game Advanced Media and Entertainment. Basically, the Knicks and Yankees putting together all the technology that they have for the teams, the local teams, Yankees, Knicks, Nets, Liberty, Rangers, everything, all in one batch. But they're not going to stream any live games yet. The crazy part is, this puts an end to the beef George Steinbrenner had with the Knicks, that he almost sold the Yankees to Dolan and Cablevision in 1997. He felt like he got burned. That started a beef. They ended up with a couple of lawsuits in 2002, 2003. Fast forward to now, where we have Gotham Advanced Media and Entertainment. We may have the Yankees, Knicks, and Nets all on one app.
All ball suckers.
Come on, man. Where you heard it first? Playing with us, man.
All ball suckers.
So they ended that beef for the sake of big business. Because the Yankees know you ain't pulling in. I mean, the Yankees might. I mean, they're the biggest franchise in baseball, and there's no real salary cap there besides charging you whatever. But you know, the NBA doesn't want to. They don't want to ever have a baseball salary cap because they will go crazy. Dolan will go crazy. Balmer will go nuts. Balmer's gonna give idiots, everybody a big deal and just tank that team. But yeah, I thought that was really interesting, man. Fleet, just Dolan coming out of the woodworks after being quiet for so long. But when it comes to big business, he comes out and shows up and always has something to say about the business. It's going to be interesting to see. Now that we know we're a little more aware of the CBA, how he feels about the CBA, or he doubled down on it. He's not happy about it. And I would think a lot of owners are as well.
I didn't know that he had those feelings, so I'm glad that you dialed that up for us today. I didn't know that he had those sentiments towards the CBA. That's good information to know. It's starting to kind of peel back the layers on who this guy is, who he really is, right? There was this mystique and there was this notion that he was such a cancer to the New York Knicks organization, right, as the owner. Right, we'll never win with Dolan in the house, and right now we're really on the precipice of knocking on the door as, contenders, and he's still the owner. So, for years, Knicks fans included, we got to be honest, Knicks fans included, used Dolan as a scapegoat a lot of the times. The reason why we weren't good, the reason why we'll never be successful. It was always pointed back to Dolan. If you wanted to critique the Knicks, you didn't even have to talk basketball. You could just say, "Oh, y'all not good because of your owner." Y'all not good because of your owner. Shut up.
What
Shut
kind of an
up.
accent was that?
Bird accent, because it was too
Yeah, it
many
was.
birds. Too many birds talking about the Knicks. But
That was very, very birdish. But speaking of which, I know you had a couple minutes. You want to hear what the shout out to Knicks Film School, Jonathan Macri, I think I say his name. Yeah, Fred Katz on us. They were at live in Vegas, and they spoke about Julius Randle's extension. Some news on that.
okay.
49-35. Let me sure I get this right. Boom. Here we go. Yeah, so this is Jonathan Macri from Knicks Film School with Fred Katz talking about Julius Randle's extension.
Question with is the the timing part of it, and whether or not there is pressure or urgency to do something this summer, and that's because of the Randle looming. I think it's looming. I view it as looming extension. It's not a deadline, but in some ways, it almost feels like a deadline because he can extend on August 3rd. And he can extend at any point in time after August 3rd up until the season. He can extend into the season too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So anytime he wants to. The Knicks strike me, their front office strikes me as a unit that does not love loose ends. If no extension is reached on August 3rd or August 4th or August 5th or August 6th,
We're speeding this up.
what do you think fans, how do you think fans should react to that? I'll just leave it open-ended like that.
How do I think fans should react to that? Well, if there's one thing I know about Knicks fans, is that they're going to be measured. They're going to be reasonable. They're going to say, you know what? We don't have all the information. I'm not going to fill in the gaps on my own. And I'm just going to wait and, see what happens here.
Slow and steady wins the race.
Yep, 100%. It depends on the reasons why. I don't know if Randall's going to get the extension, at least not right away. I don't know if that's going to happen.
When you say do you think he'll be offered the max extension that he could be offered?
I don't know.
Okay.
It would be tough to sell because of the Knicks cap situation. Because here's the deal. Like, Jalen Brunson, we haven't talked about Jalen Brunson.
I was saving it for last, but we're running out of time. We're going to talk.
Andrew is literally holding up a notepad.
You hold it up.
That's all right.
Abilities. Yeah, gift. Yeah. Like I said, like he extended for negative $17.27 where he's just paying them. And he's paying them 50% of that $17.27. That's according to 3 sources, by the way. So
You triple source that one?
Yeah, triple source. Exactly. It's unbelievable. Except for Ballmer did that. They're going to have, as of now, without Julius Randle, 9 guys under contract. Those guys' salaries add up to about $153 million. That season, the second apron projects to be a little under $208 million. That's a lot of breathing room. Yep. Of those 9 guys under contract, it's 7 of the projected rotation players. The only guy who is not under contract for 25-26, who of the top 8, is Randle.
Yeah.
And the other 2 guys are Kolek and Dadier, who they just drafted. So, you're in real shape. You could get 2 more rotation players, and you really can be under the second apron. If you're paying Julius Randle,
you're saying?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
But if you're paying Julius Randle $30-some-odd million, then you're in a different sort of situation there.
Sure.
And then you might be pressing up against it. And I could see the Knicks saying, not in a way of we don't like you, we don't want you, we have to move on from you, but in a way of in order to maintain this flexibility, we kind of just have to hold off on this. I could see that being the logic. I could see them saying, we got to see if this works.
That's interesting.
And the definition of works is not what it used to be. The definition of works is not, that group went 12-2 after the OG trade. That's not works anymore.
No, I know.
That's they could come out and they could start the year 12-2. And we're like, damn, they could beat Philly by 36 in Philly. They could beat Denver by 38 at home. They could be 12-2 to start the season. They could be looking amazing. And the Knicks could be saying, this is incredible. We're thrilled. Everything we're seeing right now is showing that it's working. We don't know if it's worked because this isn't the goal. No. The goal is not to go 12-2. The goal is not even to go 67-15. The goal is to be the last team standing. That's the goal now. That's the goal. And I'm not somebody who believes you didn't win a title, so it's a failure. That's not what I'm saying. But you need to see if this team can be successful when it really, really, really matters. And I think you want to leave open that flexibility in case you get there and you're like, damn, it actually didn't work. We got to the playoffs and
there's a fundamental flaw of some.
He's right. I'll put the link in the description for the full video with John Macri. We lost Flea. He had to go. But he's absolutely right. See, I initially clicked on that clip because it said that the relationship between Dolan and Randall is heavy, and he likes Randall a lot. Remember, he came here and nobody wanted to be here, stuff like that. That means a lot to him. That means a lot to him, just like with Carmelo. I think Carmelo has a great relationship with Dolan as well. That means a lot to him. Loyalty. I think Dolan is big on loyalty. I don't know what happened with him and Oakley, where he feels, Oakley speaks his mind. And just like Michael Jordan. Like maybe Dolan is like Michael Jordan in a sense where he's sensitive. Like you talk about me. Remember, but Jordan don't mess with Barkley because Barkley said, yo, you a horrible owner, basically. You don't know how to run an organization. And maybe Oakley was saying the same thing about the Knicks a little bit, but Ewing or whoever it was, and they didn't like it. They didn't like it. But Fred Katz is a Knicks insider, and if he's hearing stuff like that from them, like what if he's just echoing what they're saying? And he's saying the goal is a championship. It is a championship because everybody's fully healthy. To me, the person with the most pressure is Tibbs because he's the most flawed. Tibbs, OG, then Randall. And you could switch Randall and OG. But I saw what I saw with Randall. As soon as he got OG, he knew what was going on. That's why I disagree with you, Robert Paulson. I hate to gang up on you, but the chat is correct. What Julius Randle did in January was just a glimpse, and it wasn't just January. It was November, December where he showed a different side of himself. I don't agree that he's not smart enough. He has no choice. Randle is the third or fourth best player on the team, period. And when that happens, you see it. You feel it. You're not going to step on the court and overstep your boundaries with Brunson. Brunson is the leader now. He is the alpha. They all look to him. He took less money, everything. They're going to, regardless of how Randall feels about him, everybody else is on board. And then Randall jumped on board. So everything about what Katz is saying goes back to what we were talking about with Dolan and the NBA and the contracts and the CBA and how Dolan feels about the CBA, and he needs the players to look out for him. And every other player around the NBA is like, yo, what are you doing? You're going against the union. You're going against the union. Dolan feels like, I know what happens if we are a winning team, and even if we're in June and we get to promote the orange and blue as the only team doing it. The ratings are going to change. They're going to be on NBC. Let's not forget about all these things. Being on NBC is way different than being on ESPN 90% of the time. I dislike the fact that they're going on all these streaming networks, which goes back to James Dolan's point. Bro, you signing up with Amazon, signing up with this guy, signing up with Peacock, whatever it is, and letting them stream this stuff. Meanwhile, you're taking away from the local networks and you're not giving us an alternative. We got local support. We got local sponsors in New York. Like, remember, John Starks is on the sideline over there with the Knicks, but he's also traded that off, and he's promoting his car dealership on MSG. These are local networks, right? So Dolan is saying this whole CBA thing is affecting all of us, and I got to talk to my team and say, yo, can we take a lesser deal so we can be a winning franchise in this era, kill the game, and then we double up as a franchise, and I could go back and give you all the money in the world. And he's trying to keep his word, and it seems like Dolan is going to keep his word. Sprewell, all these guys. Remember, Sprewell cursed Dolan the hell out. Then he went back. He's on the sidelines over there now, too. I don't know. People want to say he sold the hell out, but he cursed him out before he went up there. So I don't think Randall's going anywhere, especially in the short term, because what Kat said is exactly what we've been saying here on AllBall TV. AllBall said it. I said it. Flea said it. All right, all the trading for Durant, that's nice and cute. We can try to trade for Durant and whoever else it is. That's nice and cute. But we don't know if he fits. We saw he was a crybaby. He turned us down in the first place because Dolan asked about his injury, allegedly. Allegedly, the rumor was Dolan asked Kevin Durant if he's okay or not with his injury or whatever it was. As if he's not an owner with billions of dollars invested and can't ask that question. Once again, sensitive ass Kevin Durant ruined that for himself. He knows he made a mistake by not coming over here to the Garden and putting the lights out in the Garden. Right? But I digress. James Dolan doesn't want Kevin Durant here. I doubt it. You didn't want us then. You don't want us now. I'd rather go with Randall. I'm going down guns blazing with him at least until January, unless we get a better deal on the table. Like I don't understand the alternative because I see the Giannis Antetokounmpo deals out there, the rumors floating around, or the scuttlebutt from Knicks fans, as they say. Yeah, I'm going all media right now, mass media, baby. The scuttlebutt from Knicks fans is Giannis. Well, if you get Giannis, you lose depth. You lose depth. He ain't no Nova Nick. If you think Mitchell Robinson, Randall's been injury prone, what's Giannis the last couple years? And now you put even more weight on his shoulders in the big spotlight of MSG in the Garden. And Dolan is doing this while fighting the league, trying to get more money and make sure, hey, if I'm about to become the most valuable franchise again, guess what? I don't want to do it, and you guys are in my pockets all day long. And I want to pay Randall. He's a loyal guy. I want to pay my guys. They're loyal. I want to give them as many 4-year deals as possible. Because if they can do what Patrick Ewing did ×2, which is win the championship and compete for multiple championships. Because I've always said it's not just about one championship. I want to see if we could build something we could compete for multiple years. If you're talking championship. Ain't about for one. Compete for more than one. That's how you win. Look what the Celtics been doing the last 7 years. They finally figured out plug and play. Got rid of Marcus Smart, upgraded at the point guard with Drew Holiday. Upgraded with Derek White. Right? So Randall being here, they got to give it a shot. You have to. And he has a close relationship with James Dolan, apparently. Fred Katz is echoing exactly what we said. Let's give this thing a try. If I sound like a company man, forgive me. But you have to have utter confidence in this organization for putting together a championship contending team and one that can compete with any team night in, night out. That's the ultimate goal, because that means through 82 games, we can win on any given night, steal the back page of the newspaper. And when you do that, that's selling merch in a good way. That's positive marketing. The Knicks are going to make money regardless. We know this, but it's different when you're really a team. When you're winning, it's different, man. When the Yankees are winning, it's different. When they're losing, it's different. In New York, we make fun of you, and I don't know if the sales go down because sometimes, bad news is good news too. But let's just, I don't want to forget what Leon Rose has done with the New York Knicks. He's the head of the snake. He's the head of the snake. I want to go to this tweet real quick before I log off. Knicks. Boom, here we go. And this is all that has to be said. It's all that has to be said. It ain't that complicated, y'all. In March of 2020, the Knicks starting lineup was Elfrid Payton, R.J. Barrett, Reggie Bullock, Julius Randle, Nerlens Noel. Our current starting lineup is Jalen Brunson, Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby, Julius Randle, Mitchell Robinson. That's all that has to be said. Josh Hart and DiVincenzo coming off the bench. And now, of course, Cam Payne, Deuce McBride. Hopefully, Tycho works his way up. Tycho. This is constant promotion every day on the MSG network. The MSG network is going to be tied to the Sphere in Las Vegas. They're going to show, they have the Sphere logo on the jerseys now. They have a Sphere logo on the jerseys. That's free promotion anytime they make the back page of a newspaper. Anytime they're going to be on ESPN more often. Everybody's talking about them. They have Woj up there. You saw James Dolan delivered the news to who yesterday? Who was that? Who released that story yesterday from ESPN about James Dolan going against the NBA? The NBA CBA agreement. Who released it? Woj. Woj is CAA. Ain't nothing no accident, man. We talking about billions of dollars here, bro. Billions of dollars. Let's get to these comments because I love y'all. Provide the energy, provide a lot, a different version of oxygen. These comments, they help us out. They help us keep going. Like, share, comment, subscribe, y'all. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Stop playing around. Go into the membership. Stop playing around. We going full time. We trying to get this out of here, man. We love y'all. The jokes, we want to keep them going full time. Get editors up here. I need my guys, the talent up here to be on front and center all day long and connect with y'all. Because come on, man, it's a beautiful thing we got going over here. You kidding me? Hold on, I gotta skip all these PD crack references because it's hilarious. Stuart Scott's the GOAT. Fabian, this is why shows like Rap City in the Basement expose a lot of these so-called rappers. Jay-Z president, chief executive, Def Jam from 2004. Yeah, okay, maybe I got it wrong. I'm on the Champagne campaign. Yeah. Most artists, regardless of genre, peak in their late 20s. Then after that, we all age out and the next generation takes over. A lot of artists come out in their late teens too, bro, and early 20s. LL Cool J, Rakim was 18, 19. Mace, Biggie, Pac. Drake was in his early 20s. A lot of guys don't. I know the 27, right? Yeah, when they're 27 years old, Amy Winehouse. In Hollywood, there's a lot of 27-year-olds that passed away. So that means that you were blown up before that. Hollywood is a predatory industry, bro. They're going after you young. I just had to say it. Flea, you right? Yeah, I missed that one with Cambridge, man. I might do it for the other joint, Beeman Boy. I'm gonna do it for when I clip up the video. I'm put it on there. Cam is a mole for Philly. Trade Philip any possible trade that we made it down the road. Yeah, the signing doesn't have doesn't move the needle at all. I think it does because he's Alec Burks, but providing Mikal Bridges support. I don't know if Alec Burks really did that, and then you have him for a full season, $3 million, the veteran minimum. The league takes on part of that contract, so it moves the needle in that way. But you're saying like you don't care. I get it. Another deal is upon us. Immortal Cuts. It's a dope name, by the way. Could we be collecting these guys for a bigger move? This ain't Dancing with the Stars. Cam Payne will get any significant burn on his roster. I don't think Payne is going to get any significant playing time. He's a locker room guy. Dabs and bench celebrations. Deuce and Kohler get the nod over him. I expect Brunson at a certain point to tell him to sit his ass down. Stop playing right now. I ain't dancing. And I expect him to have fun. And again, that's like the Warriors. Having Cam Payne there might be something, man. I hated it at first. You guys are trying to win me over with this. I don't know yet. We better be winning games if he's going to be dancing. No dancing. That's like when they celebrate first downs in the NFL. Why? It is the first quarter. Get up. Go back to the huddle. Please tell me why the Knicks need another ball handler in the motion offense. Do we need a guard or a big? Again, it's just, I think, to supplement a friend. That's all. I think the big man is on the horizon. And they're going to wait till again, December, January. See how Randall works this thing out. His top of the key actions. How well can you replace Hartenstein? Did you watch Hartenstein and see what he did? Can you replace that and then some? Cam can play with Deuce. I hope not. Lost the host. Yeah, I don't know what happened. Set him up. No breaks, B. StreamYard. Yeah, StreamYard got me out of here. They needed a center before they needed Cam Payne. I don't know, man. I got to trust them. I like our lineup. I like our depth. Just finished work. Yeah. Is this chat working? Don't see same pop-ups as main screen. I don't know. Plus, Payne, Deuce, Dante, Hart, Brunson, Bridges, plus the rookies. Yep. Should the Knicks trade one of the Villanova players? Can the Knicks win a championship if we don't trade Hart or DiVincenzo to get the defensive athletic shooting center? I don't think so. They mean too much. You will have to get, if you trade in Josh Hart and getting Giannis in the mix, maybe. It has to be, what are you going to do? Kevin Durant? I don't know. Like, to me, it's going to be, I know early on, the Knicks didn't want to draft Durant, or there was some criticism coming out from the Knicks organization saying Tibbs thought Jalen Duren in Detroit would have been too much of a project, which never made sense to me because you got Mitchell Robinson. So I don't know. But he's rumored to be out there. Walker Kessler is CAA. He's part of La Cosa Rosa on the low. Flea, you forgot about Mitch. Deuce is not going to get us much. He's making $3 million. We must give up money to get a good big. Exactly. Very good point, Sherwin. Very good point. You can't just take back more money anymore. It's going to count against the cap. Trading a Nova player is not an option, Sherwin. This is the foundation they are hitching their wagon to. Correct. Hate it or love it, everyone is replaceable, but them four, that's our new reality. Yeah, he's going to make the cut. He's better than Bronny. Come on, man. Deuce is not going to get us much. He is making like $3 million. We must give up the money to get a good big. Yeah. Dribble, dribble, dribble. I know exactly what you say, and trust me, they're not trading none of them. The takeover was already in motion. The takeover was done. Hart was the contract that killed us. Then they just jumped to getting Bridges without any plan or direction. You're bugging. Ed O'Bannon is one of them. Ed O'Bannon was hyped up. The O'Bannon brothers, man. Stuck? Yeah, we're not stuck, bro. That's the whole point. That's what Fred Cash just broke down. We're trying not to be stuck. We're trying not to be the Lakers. Trying not to be the Phoenix Suns. The Celtics are potentially stuck. They're going to have to look for a trade in a couple years. Maybe so. Right? We ain't the Phoenix Suns. The Phoenix Suns are stuck. And they have no championship hopes, but got all the big names in the world. Pure Knicks move from 20 years ago. We got all we wanted except the big. Felipe was 21 in high school. Brendan Knight was hyped. Well, we got, I hope, and relieve almost all our draft assets. We got a bunch of second-round picks. We got a bunch of first-round picks. That's why Danny Scammy ain't trying to rob us. And I thought he was running it back. He is running it back. Felipe was definitely ringing back in the day. Leitner did give Shaq the business. That one series when he was on the Hawks, though, Fabe. No BS. Leitner was busting Shaq's A. Yeah, and in college, too, he was killing them. They were doing LSU dirty, man. That Duke run was pretty good. Pretty good. Leitner had over 10,000 points in the NBA. Yeah, true. But he still wasn't Leitner of anywhere near the Leitner of college. That was my thing. Like, they were just getting away with murder in the NBA. Like, the same thing they're doing with Bronny now, they did that with a bunch of players in the NBA back then, just to get us to watch. If it's from college, then that's different from Frank Kaminsky. Going back to work, I go replay game. Beeman boy, shout out to you. The scouts and the sneaker companies hype these kids up way too much. Everybody does. I got friends that hype up these guys. They always telling me, yo, man, that kid is crazy. I remember Eric Gordon in college. Yo, he's nice, man. Okay, he could kind of shoot. I want to see that in the NBA. Shabazz Muhammad. Yeah, I heard that name before. Did he go to Arizona, I think? I wish we could have gotten him. Made an all-star. He's a hell of a fanner. Painter was. Frank Kaminsky is a great system player like Novak. Christian Laettner was like the best college player of all time when he was drafted. No, the hell he was not. He was nowhere near it. Nowhere near it. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Bill Walton are a different standard than Christian Laettner. I don't care what we're trying to say right now. He was great for college. Yes, he was. Maybe the greatest Dookie ever, or whatever the hell you want to call him. And boys, Kareem and Bill Walton were doing undefeated things over there in LA for UCLA. They were playing no games out there. He couldn't hold a shoelace for them boys. You kidding me? I like Frank Kaminsky a lot. Nervous Purvis. Oh, yeah, damn. Y'all going way back. What's the ideal question then? Because I got a list of any categories you come up with. Oh, Shaquan was ready. I'm sorry, Shaquan. I wasn't quite clear. Colas Williamson. That's Baby Barkley, man. In fact, the trade we talked about him. God bless the dead. I think Zion is the most overhyped college player of all time. He's a good pro, but not anywhere near what they said he'd be. That's a good point, John Q. Shout out to you, AllBall TV member. That's a great point. Because John Morant doesn't come in with all the hype, right? He creates the hype in the NBA. Zion is losing hype in the NBA because he's, just being Zion. But a lot of hype to him. We can't just say because they were a bust, they were overhyped. Zion got the overhype too. Flickety flashy. Okay, you could dunk, bro. Okay, where's the game at? The game. Like, we know you got skills, but where's your game at? You ain't game winners? You can set your teammates up? What you doing? Eating cheese doodles again? Having them things twirling and swirling on them? There's been so many. Adam Morrison. It's all about the system. We drafted Sheldon Williams. Remember him? Yes. That's not the Williams that got former hetero Candace Parker knocked off. Flea will get me out of here. Was it Sheldon Williams? I know it was one of them Williams brothers. That was nasty work. We were all like, what? Williams knocked up. Oh, Williams knocked up Candace. Maybe that's her beef with us. Chill. You got to chill. Sam Bowie has to be number one just for being picked ahead of MJ. Yeah, but Sam Bowie was really good in college, and yeah, you might be right though. But Greg Oden wasn't hyped. I remember Greg Oden. I just thought Kevin Durant was better, but Greg Oden was great. He just had like one leg that was longer than the other. I'm not pausing nothing on 41. Nika on his shiny. When's the disco album? Go Flea. It's your birthday. All the money off TV skip now. Let's get it. Son looking like Mekhi Phifer. In too deep like Mekhi Phifer. By the way, that was not Mekhi Phifer. Kanye was wilding. That was Omar Epps, Kanye. Yo, what up, y'all? Love y'all content. East Blue. Drew was popping. Thank you. Skip about to really let the hate fly on his own podcast. He's about to be pure trash with his stupid turtleneck, black turtleneck and a little chain. Skip ain't gonna hold back like he gotta do on TV. If he ain't cursing and bursting up there, nobody cares. Go call out Stephen A. Smith for doing you dirty and taking away Shannon. Flee with the perm. Skip was done the minute Shannon left. Correct. Put your glasses back on. Cam and Mace push Skip out the door. Yeah. They should have offered Cam and Mace a couple M's, man, and brought him up there. They would have killed it. Or at least gave him a final bolster. But it's my opinion. I think Stephen A. Smith went to Cam and them and made sure that they didn't go join Mace. Stephen A. Smith went to Cam and Mace show to make sure that they didn't go to Skip Bayless show like Dion did. Because he knows that Skip shows love and will throw that money out there. And he's being competitive. That's what Skip gets for putting that corny ass dude Paul Pierce up. Skip was trying to show him that he the top shotter. I like Cam, but dudes better get more minutes, not less. He earned them. Correct, East Blue. 1000% agree. We got to bring the team back. Flea, do a duet with Skip on the album. Can I suggest Ebony and Ivory? They're trading him. Rocas too huge. Rocas looks like a forward. They're keeping Rocas gingivitis, whatever his name is. We got to see him, play against NBA talent too. He ain't exempt from this conversation. Knicks, 100. How are you so big on Rocas gingivitis and he hasn't played an NBA game? But everybody on the Knicks team right now is doing their thing in the NBA. Josh Hart, everybody on the Knicks right now overachieved last year. Besides Mitch not showing up. Not the old magician with dust coming out the yeah, sorry about that. Apologize. Skip just spent every show Brady is Jesus and LeBron is not Jordan. And it worked, y'all. He made like $40 million in 14 years. Y'all got jokes today. Do we have enough to get Sengun? I think we do, but it depends on what Houston wants. And Flea already turned me off with Sengun because Sengun don't play defense like that. And I ain't trying to yell at my TV screen. We're all about defense and effort over here. If you can't pick up on that Sengun, nothing to do with you. He be having Wayne out every show. Wow. East Blue Drew, it's New York. You can get any type of that was a pretty good joke. Someone saying Goon with the come on, I get it. Nika said, I don't know what you talking about, but we calling all bets. Yeah, he's wilding. I don't like the whole, calling each other out like that. It's gonna get you guys are all like 40, 50, 60 years old. Chill out. But I understand going at Jay Prince finally because he's like, enough is enough, bro. Just your boxer is boring. Why are you trying to punk people into not commenting on it? It doesn't ruin your product. It's not because of us. And Cam and Mace came back correctly. They were like, bro, you know what would be great is if we call your fight and we sit down together. But instead, you want to go at us like it's social media. And Jay Prince looks crazy on social media. 60 years old. What are you doing on social media? Every 60-year-old person on Facebook is nuts. I don't interact with them. It's all political, and I never want to talk to them because they go crazy. And you see them in person, it's like, sweetheart, what's all that on Facebook? Why are you going crazy over the presidential race? You're making the same thing you did the year before. I'm just talking tongue in cheek too, guys. Cam and Mace can't allow them to make them look weak at the peak of their rise. And they certainly didn't. That's just name of the game. You tough, right? You tough, right? If you're scared up, B, and Jay Prince can't send threats and nothing happens. Yeah. AllBall TV, you heard? What up, Anarchy? Nah, it's going to get messy quick. I hope not. But it's the truth. Everyone working a 9 to 5 is making their boss more money and hopes for a piece. So while it sounds crazy and bad, it's the truth. I just thought you ain't got to say it like that. Like he's just not. He just thinks he's connected with whatever he's feeling and what he's saying, and it doesn't quite hit. He just needs to take a second, but he's not, because he's on the edge all day long, and he's just gonna say what he feels and he thinks it's okay, and he's gonna have to get the clap back, because at the end of the day, what you did to Max Kellerman was inexcusable. That was crazy. You got him off the set. He used to like talk crazy to Max Kellerman on air. It was unnecessary. Then he lied on him. He went on Joe Budden show and lied on him. Just straight up lied on him. So, well, I didn't know they were gonna let you go. I didn't put any word on that. Yes, you did. You didn't want him there. It's either me or him, means you want him out of there. So, and they were making the same amount of money. He's not gonna be Shannon Sharp. That's not who he is. Max Kellerman's gonna come back and kill the YouTube game. That's what he does. He's been doing this that's how he started off. Public access channel, man. Something might happen to Dame. Nah, hell no. Dame ain't riding out for no. Dame ain't gonna shoot it out with Jay Prince. Chill out. Stephen A. Smith is a tryhard. He wants to be cool. He comes off as another corny ass dude. He is a corny ass dude. But he's from Queens. Queens is the home of the sneaky man. That's why he gets away with everything. He's a sneaky individual. But the problem is he shows his skin too much, man. He shows his, what's you call that when they peels? The snake be peeling the layers, whatever it's called. We see it, and like we could Google everything now, Stephen A. Smith. You sound like a moron. Dame the rebel, you take him out, everything falls. Either way, it's gonna get messy. Quick question: is everyone satisfied with our offseason? Yes, I am. Is anyone questioning the fact Spurs, OKC, Hawks had as much draft capital as us, and we're the only ones who spent most of ours? Well, the Spurs and OKC are a different level now than they were 2 months ago. OKC to me is them in Dallas going to be in the Western Conference Final. They're going to be the first and second seed. The Spurs, I think they're going to be on the verge of being able to beat anybody any given night, in my opinion. That kid, Stephon Castle, you can't have him at I don't want to say the point of attack, because Wemby's like a point of attack and a rim protector and just a disturbance in passing lanes. And to have that roaming around with Stephon Castle, that team is tough, man. Chris Paul teaching Stephon Castle how to be a point guard. They still don't have a young, real, true point guard coming out of college. Stephon Castle is not a real, pure point guard, and he can't really shoot like that. But I've seen him pass the rock off. He has that John Morant issue, to me, the Marbury issue, where it's like they make dope passes, but I don't know if they can engineer an offense. Not sure. And people are going to say I'm bugging with Marbury. He kind of could, but Marbury was more a natural scorer, as opposed to a natural engineer of the offense. So Stephon Castle, I think, naturally attacks the basket. And more than anything else, that defense with Sohan, Devin Vassell's tall. These guys are all 6'4" and taller. The Spurs, I don't think anybody in that starting lineup is shorter than 6'4". They're tough, man. They're tough. Pop is finally getting it together. OKC, I can't talk about them enough. That Caruso deal, rotating with Caruso, Dort. SGA is a two-way player. Third year officially second year for Chet. And then Hartenstein, they're worried about him not playing in crunch time, but supposedly they're gonna have him take more 3-point shots. Another rebounder, someone that could bang, some more versatility, especially against the Minnesota Timberwolves and the Denver Nuggets and the Mavericks. Mavericks got those big bodies over there, so Mavericks and OKC on prime position. The Pelicans, of course, with injuries and stuff like that. But yeah, with the draft capital they have, the Spurs are. That's another thing. The Spurs are whoever's on the verge of being traded. They're gonna talk to Phoenix, right? Whoever's closest to having an expiring deal out there in Phoenix, they might trade for them. Giannis might be on the block. You don't want Giannis and Wemby on the same team. That's gonna be crazy. Imagine if Giannis is available with Wemby. That's nuts to even think about. We had 11 picks to the last 10 years. We are now down to 4 to 5. And now we got a dope lineup, bro. We got depth. We got 8 or 9 guys that can actually play. We don't have to run Brunson to the ground. If we trade again, we can be down to 2 to 3 picks for the next 11 years. Slow down, bro. Calm down. With what the hell does that have to do with anything? We're the Hawks and Spurs now, and we're the Knicks. You wildin'. Yeah, that's the other thing. The Spurs aren't quite there yet, but they can beat anybody, bro. But the Hawks, the rookie kid looks good. Picks are important. Celtics never traded all of theirs. Okay. Celtics kept drafting and flipping players. We're doing the total opposite. I don't know what you mean by total opposite. Because we could have beat them in the playoffs fully healthy. That ain't no total opposite. And now we re-up. They got to trade Randall just to recoup them picks. Hell, get out of here. You crazy? Or it's going to get ugly. You're way too pessimistic, bro. Let's go Knicks Rehab. Knicks Nation. Peace to Fabian Flea Mason. AllBall to OG. He doesn't like it because it's like, why should we carry you less valuable franchises for those of us in larger markets? In soccer, we call them clubs. And the club is everyone from the food vendors to the players, and you need everyone to make a great club. Great. Right. Steinbrenner was a lot like that. This is when I listen. I anyone who knows me knows I did not grow up a Yankees fan. I hated the Yankees. But when I earned respect for the boss, George Steinbrenner, when he kicked out that Minnesota Twins owner from the luxury box or whatever it was, man, get him out of here. I give that guy $30 million a year and he does nothing with it. He just pockets it. He could go. You ain't earned this luxury box. Shout out to the boss. We pay out more, don't we? Bo said enough with the positive Knicks news. Knicks is the most valuable franchise in the NBA and 3 most valuable in America, if I remember right, and the world. They're second right now behind Golden State. We pay out more to keep everything equal. Dolan like, nah, hell with that. Yeah, man. Lakers are a joke organization. They call it the force. Knicks have even Gilbert Arenas as changing his tune on the Knicks. Well, Kenyon Martin made him change his tune because Kenyon Martin actually played there, and you could tell Gilbert Arenas just goes up there, doesn't do any homework. He just wings it, which is okay. I'm cool with all that, bro. Because if he's cool with getting flamed, I'm with that. You learn in real time, and the people get to make fun of you. You get to be a punching bag, and you're not Skip Bayless at the end of the day. Skip Bayless don't take no punches. He pull people off the show. Gilbert Arenas is willing to argue with his people and get them paid. Nah, that's official. He's official for that. Yeah, Dallas is the most valuable in America, then Dodgers, then Knicks third. No, the Knicks are not ahead of Golden State. And the Dodgers being ahead that's that TV deal, man. The Nets said, give us the liberty. Y'all don't know what to do with them. Maybe. Golden State 1 year was nearly $200 million in luxury tax. I think they're approaching that again. So now Nets got double income coming in while we playing this. We the Knicks be bigger than that. Yeah. Durant F the Nets. Yeah, he did. He was never going. Just use your Bane to get his money. He already owned them anyway. Maybe, but Dolan didn't like that. I don't think he wants him over here. Mike using the Knicks as leverage in negotiations, a tale as old as time. I don't know if it's true. I know in Jay-Z's book, he said Mike was talking to OG Juan, and OG Juan, I don't call nobody OG. Talking about Juan, that's Jay's man, was a big Knicks fan, and Mike told him, I was gonna go to the Knicks too. And he was talking about he would have signed with him or whatever it was. So he made it seem like it was real. Sharing TV revenue for poorly performing teams takes away from winning teams The Bucks are a small market, but Giannis brings eyes. He was never going. Just use your name for leverage. Giannis a very bad idea. OG was a very bad idea. We're gonna learn though. You say so, bro. Even in Optimum, it would happen. He would take it down too. Oh, so it was Cablevision. No, Optimum Cablevision. He didn't take it down on Optimum Cablevision. I think, if I'm not mistaken, Optimum is Cablevision. Unless it's not, but definitely the Cablevision box. If you had Cablevision Network, he didn't take it down from there because that was, Cablevision's part of his. He owns Cablevision as well. Put the smoke down. I wonder why Leon really signed OG. Was it for the face of CAA to save face? Yeah, they signed him the year before and they took him away from Clutch. He signed him because they think we can win with him, bro. And also, I don't know, maybe they do have something going on in the background, but who cares? We win. You're not gonna say none of this. You better hold on to all of this by next season, brother. A career broken down player, we gave the max. That is something to think about. It's more than just trying to win with that. We're going to be fine, bro. I think he paid OG to show CAA clients, yeah, we get players paid too. That's a part of it, though. Why not? Everybody else is taking the pay cut. Isn't that part of the whole deal? You own an agency. You got to do your job too. Why would you have paid? Got to pay somebody. It's not just adding up. Now you're bugging. It does add up. Dodgers are the most valuable franchise in baseball. Fabian, the Yankees are second. That's crazy. That's crazy to even hear that. Look how we scrambling with our heads cut off to find a center. Is it that serious, bro? We're not scrambling. Who cares about the center position? That ain't the key. It is in Tibbs' system. Let's not get that twisted. This doesn't look like a plan. This looks like we had no clue after we traded for Bridges. That's wrong. Iheart was more valuable than Randall. You'll see. No, he was not. Even Melo said Dolan puts money into the Knicks' top trainers, facilities, and doctors. Right? Don't disrespect Larry like that. There was no way you just let Iheart walk without a plan. Put the blunt down. Stop it, 5. You're bugging. We've seen healthy Randall, Mitch, and Brunson. Don't forget OG. Don't forget Bridges. Don't forget DiVincenzo. Don't forget Iheart. That's a 500 team, fellas. Okay, yeah, that's a 500 team. Randall, Mitch, and Brunson, yeah, that's a 500 team. Now add DiVincenzo instead of RJ Barrett or Bridges or OG. Like you thinking the wrong way, man. Stay off the weed. You're a Knicks fan, but the perspective is wild. You can just plug anyone into that, what Iheart does, and it works out smoothly. I do believe Iheart's passing ability and what he does, the dribble handoff is amazing, man. And just passing and his court vision. He was the best passer on the team last year. But now Tycho is. And maybe Bridges on the low. The Knicks like 28-5 with OG and Brunson. They like 14-2 with Brunson and Randall and OG. You on that stuff now, brother. I just don't get the moves they make. Okay, so get Sengun. No. Our plan was OG Iheart. You can see that's crystal clear. No, it wasn't. They had a backup plan to say, you know what, we don't get him, we got to go somewhere else. And they're trying to work that out. Iheart is CAA. His agent is the come on, man. Aaron Mintz. Aaron Mintz been around CAA for a long time. They had an idea what was going on. That deal is insane from OKC, by the way. Stop acting like that deal wasn't nuts. He's making $30 million a year for 3 years, average. That deal is crazy. They wanted him over there in OKC. They offered him way more money than we could. It wasn't like there was a fourth or fifth year that we expected for $96 million or whatever it was. It was a 3 or 4 year deal worth $90 million in the first 3 years. That was crazy. $87 million, whatever it is. That was a crazy deal for Hartenstein. They want him badly. You're not talking about how they may have overpaid for Hartenstein, who doesn't even average a double-double. You ain't talking about that. And they give him $30 million a year. Like, let's relax a little bit. He got smoked by Embiid. He's not the premier center in the league. He's a great piece. But you have to have the other pieces around him first. And they do have it in OKC. But don't act like he doesn't come with flaws. He ain't no double-double machine. Our plan was not Bridges. We needed another playmaker more than a center who doesn't average 10 rebounds. Oh, see, I just said that. Thank you, reality check. We wasn't prepared for the Nets to say, okay, what you got for us? Ours on the main focal point. Iheart makes the offense move. Bro, you making 0 cents. Chill. Not Randall. People don't understand that with McHale and OG and Randall back, iHeart wouldn't be playing the same. His usage would drop. Yeah, maybe, but you still want him there because, you know, Mitch might go down, and you know, if we could have signed iHeart, this team looks different, bro. If he signed for $17 million a year for 4 years, it's a different story. We would love that. It would have been a feel-good story, and also, you know, it looks amazing. It's another option to have. Randall actually stalls the offense. You ain't watching in January, bro. You just stuck on from two years ago. He wasn't stalling the offense. RJ Barrett and Randall together stalled the offense. You had 3 lefties out there on the same side of the court sometimes. And RJ wasn't a great shooter. You see what he's doing with the free flow offense in Toronto. He's killing, and they suck. Motherfuckers really said iHeart is the engine that runs the offense. He ain't the engine. I wouldn't say he's the engine. You can't say that, but while he's out there, if I say that, I misspoke. But I think when he's out there, he has the best court vision, and he makes a lot of things happen. But I don't want to make it sound like he's irreplaceable. Not at $30 million a year. I guess the bet is Randall will assume the passer role. Yeah, he's gonna have to dribble hand off the top of the key. So you watch Knicks starting in February because Randall and the stiff offense went 12-2. Yep. Randall never stalled the offense once we got OG. You weren't paying attention. He wasn't trying to at the beginning of the season either in November, December when he got off that slump. Randall's not smart enough. He's a robot. So is Mitch. What did I say about Randall? He is the captain. What I'm asking is the way we're gonna play. Arha was a major piece to what we do. I just don't see it. Yeah, he was a major piece. He fit perfectly, almost perfectly. He didn't close on a gap well enough. Like Sabonis would do that a lot against the Warriors 2 seasons ago, but they started just leaving him open and daring him to shoot that floater. I feel like it's both of their team. 2 All-Stars and Brunson, definitely the new leader, but Randall is second in command to me. Yeah, maybe, but OG is at his peak is more. He's better than Randall. If OG is healthy for 80 games, that's not even a conversation. The part of what makes Randall even compete with OG is that he can do the 80, 82 games if we've seen him do it. He's been injury prone the last 2 seasons though, so maybe it's wearing him down, or just that's a big body. But I think OG's a better player, especially is flat out dominant. When you have I always say this, when you use your skill and talent to dominate at a certain point, all you need to do is figure out 1 or 2 more things, and you're in a different category. Because I get to fly off the screen and on the stat book and impact the offense and defense at a different level than everybody else does, man. Randall does everything that iHeart does, but better outside of rim protection. So, yeah, Randall can set a screen pass. Yeah. Still with the cursing guys, but, curse each other out, whatever. I just can't read it like that. Now we have Hezzy Master and Robot Mitch. Damn. This guy's just my nigga. Chill out. Exactly. Okay, let's assume Bridges takes 15 shots. His pull-ups are more important. As a mid-range game. KD coming to New York in 2018 would have set them back 10 years. It could have. Especially if it came with Kyrie. Kyrie wasn't mature yet. Tibbs can elevate a lesser center to iHeart level if they buy into the culture. Is Randall going to take 15, 18? He might. Knicks are on their way. 15 to 18 shots or 15 to 18 million? Knicks are on their way where it might start out slow, but also we don't have to win this year, but next season it's up. Listen, they better be chilling together all summer long. I don't want to hear nothing about no slow starts. Get out there and put the pressure on everybody early. I just don't get the moves. They seem all right. Pausing. Randall was only shooting 30 a game because we didn't have anyone else that was as or more reliable. Yeah, correct. I believe we're going to hold on to guys just to move them by the trade deadline. Could be true. Mr. Lee, there's no turning back. And with the new rule, you can't just fix a mistake. If you don't see the clear path, offer Julius a max, but not the full max. I think he's not taking the max. I love the fact that we finally have legit wings. Finally, some positivity from you, Knicks 100. After trading RJ, Randall became more of a team player. And we got OG. It helped. The lineup is versatile. Knicks 100, you're not sensible. Yeah. He's paranoid. He's worried. But it's good to have people like that in the chat and get us going, make sure that what we're thinking is correct. Challenge our thoughts. You still have to chill, though. Almost positionless outside of PG, point guard, and to a lesser extent, center. Yeah. Knicks names have been getting talked about bad. Hold on, do how many chat? There's a lot of Jesus Christ. Sign Robin Lopez called it a day. Are you crazy? OG might never see an all-star game while Randall's on him. Bridges pickup just got us 3 all defensive type players, 2 legit wings, depth of the 2. Yep. Gotta get to our memberships first before I do anything else. Good morning, my Knicks Rehab family. James Sumler. Thank you, my brother. Cheers. What's going on? Big Baby Jonathan, what's going on, brother? Aha was never important until he came to the Knicks. Now he got a bag. Tips can make another Aha. Ooh, make another hoe. MSG came off Time on a cable back in the day. Yep. The style Nick, what's going on, baby? Any more members in here so I could Okay, I'm done. He called him Jin. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't pronounce his name. I'm sorry. Watch that Hawks Magic series, Mr. Lee. I'm gonna watch it now myself. I don't know, man. McBride Payne. Oh yeah, McBride definitely over Payne. LL was 16, bro. Exactly. 16. Nas was 16 when he came out. He dropped at 18. Thank you for correcting me, Mean Gene. Mean Gene. Ooh, I like that name. God bless the dead. Love that name. Yeah. I'm gonna get going, y'all. I need to become a member. Yo, that thing is weird, man. I don't know how easy it is to become a member online. Like, let me show y'all. On the PC, I saw it on my phone yesterday. See over here, this is the membership, and over here there's usually like a join button, customize channel. Is that it? Yes, this is the channel. And I guess it would be like for me, I customize the channel and manage videos, but for y'all, it's like there's a join button on here. These are our members here. I ain't scared to hide. These are the videos we posted yesterday, and in the background, some of them are being shut down by Google because of the copyright claim. But if you're a member, I'll let you. You should be able to watch it and hear the music we were listening to and stuff like that. We're gonna post more membership stuff. We need more ideas on what to post for members and give back to y'all people. But yeah, it should be a join button on this when you click the actual channel. And this is what the membership tab looks like to members. Okay. But how do you join? Like, will I have customized channel or manage videos? That's where it's supposed to be. Good on numbers, baby. 1.8 million. Yeah. That's where it's you know, the join button or whatever. Fab, for everyone worried about draft capital, our picks are invested in a rotation that should be together for the next 4 to 5 years. Yeah, correct, man. Click on the money sign to become a member and donate as well. Ooh. Thank you, Monarch Smart TV. But that's not on here. I think that's when you on your phone or whatever. Len Bias is the biggest because he never played a game. That's kind of tough. Well, Bunker TV, you gotta relax. Yeah, man. You know who I be? Oh, hi, BIP. Yo. Lenzel Graham, Payne is a decent pickup. We gonna talk about it. Lenzel, don't piss me off. I don't care for campaigning and stupid dances. Nah. Shout out to Lenzel, man. Lenzel, you see the chat? Who is the biggest overhyped player in, did I say college history? I think I did college history.
This is how AI optimizes my schedule. So I have.
Oh, wow. We got Christian Laettner 45%, Felipe Lopez 35%, Tyler Hansborough 15%, Ed O'Bannon 5%. Felipe Lopez should have won that flat out, by the way. He should have won that flat out. That was kind of despicable that Felipe Lopez didn't win that. Hide your money, y'all. Boo Harvey, Walter Berry, Othello Harrington as Knicks coaching staff. Boo Harvey's on there? He's well respected out here. I'm on my phone and PC right now. You can easily become a member or donate by clicking the money sign. Damn, yo, Monarch, I appreciate you, man. Trajan Langdon, current general manager of the Pistons, I think. Right? Yeah. Click the $ and get option to become a member or donate. You heard the man or the woman, Monarch Smart TV. I don't teach them nothing. Apply yourselves and learn how to navigate the app. Nah, Lorenzo, what you mean? We got to show them how to keep the oxygen going. Become a member. Appreciate y'all. Yo, listen, man, y'all, I said it earlier. I'm a brother. My apologies. Did not want to assume. Thank you for putting everybody on. Some channels you can't just get on there like that, though, Monarch. I seen it earlier. Maybe we're doing better now. Coogee Sweater now. I'm the man, girlfriend. Appreciate that. Share, like, comment, subscribe. You know who we are. You know who we be. You know who we are. You know who we be. Can I? Hold on. Am I allowed to put this yet? Oh.
Knicks Rehab. Knicks Rehab.
Yeah, the drop is on. The drop is on. You know who I be, man. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all showing me nothing but love. Putting up with me. AllBall TV. They scared, but I'm not. They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.